fun one today because we've touched on a lot on the real estate community out here, right here in your hometown, our hometown, and Santa Clarita. And we thought we'd bring in something that is, dear to my heart because my brother lives out in Ventura. My wife lived out in Ventura. We head out there probably every other week. So we brought in a local expert, meaning not loco, but local, from Santa Clarita, grew up out here. Her parents grew up here, and now she lives in Ventura County, and she is a local expert out there in the real estate market, whether it's Ventura County, Oxnard County. She knows where to find your next vacation home, second home, getaway home, whatever you want to call it. She's an expert at it.
Yeah, you know what's critical about that is that, like you mentioned a little bit earlier, you know how we live here. You were nice and gracious enough to offer we can just text you when we have a vacation home out there, and you can tell us how the weather is. Is it nice? Should I go out there this weekend? That way we don't have to drive all the way out there.
There you go. So without further ado, we're talking with Ariel Palmieri with Coldwell Banker, located right there in Hollywood Beach, right at the heart of it. She's there every day showing customers how to, basically it's a new lifestyle, isn't it not, Ariel?
It is. Moving to the beach, whether it's a second home or somebody retires and moves there full time or just changes their life, it is a complete change of pace. No traffic, very, very laid back atmosphere.
Shorts and flip-flops.
Shorts and flip-flops, and the biggest excitement in the office is, oh my goodness, there's 2 whales outside, let's go take a look. And we all run outside and see the whales playing in the waves.
So it's not like McDonald's though.
No,
2 whales.
Yeah, but it's not like here. It's like brush fire.
No doubt, no doubt. So Ariel Palmieri is sharing with us these great opportunities. In fact, it makes me realize how much longer for our show than we can go head out to Ventura.
I know. You guys are making me want to go out there this weekend. It wasn't in the plans, but honey, start packing.
Yeah. I know I'll be out there on Saturday. But I do know, in fact, it was really nice as we met Ariel helping one of our clients out, a really good friend of ours, and that was their dream. Their dream was to have a second home, a vacation home in basically the Ventura County to get away from the heat and be near the ocean, and they wanted an ocean view. And they were able to find a home. Let's see, I think this view property only comes on sale like every 25 years or so.
Correct.
And Ariel was nice enough to be on part of this great transaction. She was so professional and so wonderful and such great energy and knowledgeable that we had to have you on the show.
Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here.
But we wanted her to share with you some of these great opportunities because I know for a fact when my wife and I were looking at a second home there when the mortgage industry was still rocking and rolling, these condos that we were looking at were, I don't know, between $450,000 to $650,000, which is a lot for a second home. No way to cash flow that puppy at all. And it was just kind of out of our reach. And now we're seeing these same properties between, $250,000 and $450,000. Am I right?
That's correct. We recently sold a 1,000 square foot, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's 0.6 of a mile from the beach in Ventura. It closed for $199,000.
Wow.
If they ever decide they don't want to use it as a second home, it easily rents for $1,550 a month. Then we have one that recently closed for $325. It was a little bit larger, 1,200 square feet, ocean and harbor views. Then we had one for $382. That was the ocean view unit that your clients purchased. And then one recently for $400,000 that was completely cherried out.
So what's really nice about that too is that there's a range, right? So you're not forced into buying a $400,000. There's options. There's a lot depending on what your needs are. There's options.
Exactly. We had clients who said, we normally come and camp at the beach, so we want one step up from camping.
Right.
Get us into the least expensive condo that we can afford. They're coming from the Antelope Valley, and they just wanted a place to get to when it's 115 degrees out there, and they got it.
That's cool. One of our clients that just recently moved out there that we helped get their loan on their home, he just wants to surf. He didn't have to be right on the beach, but he just wanted to be close to the beach so he didn't have to make the trek.
Right. I can think of three clients now that one of them has his house out there. He's from this area too. Has his out there. Also has a boat. He has his little mini yacht out there, which we've sat in the back of. My goodness, what a life! I mean, talk about a decompression of stress when you're out there and sitting on your boat or sitting on the beach or sitting in your second home. It totally, just that hour drive changes your life, and I know it does for me, and that's why we break away, and I know that's probably why you broke away, to raise your family out there.
Absolutely. My husband was working here in the city of Santa Clarita for the city. I was working in Los Angeles, and we couldn't wait to live our dream, which was to live in a beach community. And that's what we did, and it's working out very well. My daughter goes to kindergarten on the beach.
That's
they literally
cool.
have science
Oh,
lessons
is that
on the
in
sand.
Hollywood Beach?
She
right
goes
there?
to Pierpont School
Oh,
in
nice.
Ventura.
Yeah, I want to go there. I'll go back.
Told you I wanted to be a marine biologist. That would have been cool.
There you go. And if you just tuned in, we're with the lovely Ariel Palmieri of Coldwell Banker, located right there in Hollywood Beach. She was a local resident, grew up out here. Her mom taught school here for 30 years. She knows us. She knows us really well, but she also has made a home now in Ventura County and helping us escape. And I love your guys saying we're selling the dream, because it is a dream. I mean, we have 3 clients now just in the last 2 months now buy homes, and we just saw one of them the other day for lunch. And I'm telling you, we asked, hey, so how's the new place? You're going out there and seeing it, or, you know, was it something you like, thought it was exciting and now you're not so excited? And he's like, are you kidding me? We're out there every single weekend. There is no buyer's remorse in their eyes at all.
And we have so many clients who say, oh, we'll be coming Saturday and spend the night and go home Sunday. They're there Friday afternoon at 4 or 5 o'clock, and they're leaving Monday morning at 6 a.m. to drive back here to Santa Clarita. They're extending their weekend as much as possible.
You're going to have Ariel start looking for a home for me. My wife will be so happy.
We'll have to share that.
There you go. Okay, yeah, there we go. I'm sure
Fractional ownership.
There you go. I'm sure you can find us something.
Absolutely.
Well, you have everything. What's nice is when we were talking at lunch is you mentioned that there's, and Gina, you kind of were bringing up that there's ranges. I mean, you can go buy just a simple condo, just a condo to be near the beach, a place to call your home, to basically have your food, your beach gear in, your margarita machine, whatever it is. You can set up camp there, and it could be a range from a condo to a multi-million-dollar home right on the beach. And these homes have all been upgraded. I mean, every single home in that area, I swear, is just beautiful.
We have some great options. We have a home right now that's listed for sale for $2.9 million. It's 10 years old, but everybody who walks in thinks it was just upgraded as recently as a year ago, because the designer, a wonderful architect, Phil Brown from Beverly Hills, when he designed it with the finishes that have stayed very in, so it doesn't even seem 10 years old. And that's a stunning house on the ocean with multiple decks, views from several rooms of the house in Mandalay Shores, and that's for $2.9 million.
Does he want to adopt?
We'll see.
One of the cool things that I think about Ventura is I look at it as an investment. I own a few investment properties, so I can't help myself but looking at things as an investment. And the reality is, I think it's the last untouched part of Southern California beach that hasn't gone up in value astronomically where it's unaffordable.
The last frontier.
Exactly. I mean, you know, the thing is, like, even Venice, right? My dad had an opportunity to buy properties in Venice 30 years ago and didn't because it was the slums, right? The Venice slums. And now you can't buy a house in Venice for less than $3 million. It's unbelievable.
It's true. And, you know, it's funny working in Oxnard, because growing up here in Santa Clarita, I never went to Oxnard. I would take the 126 to go to Ventura or Santa Barbara, or I would take the 101 to go to Malibu. I had never been north of Calabasas, Agora Hills, Malibu, on the 101. And when I discovered Oxnard, I said, I cannot believe what a fabulous and beautiful place this is. Oxnard has a bad name, but the beaches of Oxnard are phenomenal, clean and gorgeous.
You need to reach out and reach out to, well, the easiest way I know, one of the ways to reach out is you can go to arielandkaren.com, kind of like donandgino.com, but Ariel, Ariel, and Karen.com to reach out, because you need to really look at some of these communities. Because most of us just drive by Ventura. These communities, like I said, with my wife living in them, I never realized how beautiful Hollywood Beach was, how many great homes there are, and how quiet and nice it is there. You also got Channel Islands Harbor right there, a lot going on there. And it's just right at the end of Victoria Boulevard. Or you can look in Ventura, and now Main Street's really upgraded, because a lot of people go, I've been to Ventura, but it's really upgraded. I mean, there's so many new great restaurants and bars and places to go, and so much to do there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, my parents almost moved to the Channel Islands, and I think it was probably about 86. I'm still regretting they didn't.
Oh, totally. Yeah. So do us children a favor. Go buy us a home.
I like like that.
No, you'll enjoy it. And so we want to make sure we touch on also some of these great opportunities. We'll get into some specifics with Ariel Palmieri with Coldwell Banker right there in Hollywood Beach in Ventura County. And we're going to touch on some great opportunities. We know of one person that's has you looking at 10 homes for them right now because they think it's such a great opportunity.
Correct.
And we're going to give you more support around that opportunity to know why now is the time. Because if you miss out, you're going to be bummed you are. Your kids are going to be bummed. I'm going to be bummed. So make sure you stay tuned to hear more on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show on your hometown station, AM 1220, KHDS. We'll be right back.